Happy New Year, Natalie.
Okay, sorry, I lost us. Okay, hi, happy new year. Okay, so it's a new year, but have you ever, like, we're projectors. Have you ever felt like you're just living in a projector world? By the way, I'm doing this off the cuff.
Ooh, ooh, it's good. It's good. Yes, it seems like the world only speaks generator, and yet here we are, right?
We're here and we're doing the best we can, but we're showing up in our superpowers. So if you are a projector or you know a projector and you want to learn how to operate in this wild, crazy generator world, then you come to the right place. You are who? What's your name, Heather?
I am who? I am Heather Vickery. I'm a transformation coach, human design guide, and NLP practitioner here to help people learn to lead from a place of embodied joy so that they can know, like, and trust themselves and make everything work the way they want it to. What about you? Who are you,
That
pretty
would be so
lady?
fantastic. I'm Natalie Barnett. I am a success coach and a hypnotherapist, and I'm here to help business owners to dissolve any obstacles that are stuck in their way that are most likely just made up in their head.
Oh, isn't that always the way it is?
Yeah.
Hi, Fred.
Hi. Okay.
I missed you.
I know. I apparently need to get back into the swing of things, but we are
No, it's
here.
okay. I was literally at the mall with my 11-year-old and her friend and my 15-year-old like 10 minutes ago at the mall down the
Yeah.
street. I was like, we gotta go.
Yeah. If we had a rogue snow day, which you will laugh about being in
Oh,
Chicago,
because, yeah.
because like it was like an inch and a half and the roads are fine. My bangs are really dirty. Anyway, the it started raining, so like it's fine. But they canceled school. And so we've just been kind of, it's like we haven't gone back to school yet. So it's like the vacation is still going.
Yes, today was a scheduled part of winter break. They don't go back till tomorrow,
Okay.
which was fine. But I really did take, so I leaned into projectness the vast majority of 2 weeks off. I did, I don't know, maybe 2 hours worth of work in 2 whole weeks.
Yeah.
And then the list of things, like, not just that have to get done, but have to get done today is it's very vast. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go to the
Understood.
mall. Sure, that's
Yeah,
fine.
sure, why
We
not?
can do
Well, I
it.
mean, like,
It's
that's the
no
thing, like, you
problem.
still have kids around, or you're still kind of you're just not quite there yet, but I think everybody is kind of there too. Everybody's dipping their toe in, everybody's trying to get back into the swing of things, so we're all in the same boat. If we can all just remember that, it'll be okay.
It'll all be what it's gonna be,
Yeah,
and we can't do a whole lot about it except what can we control?
yeah,
Ourselves.
how we respond
Yeah.
to things.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanna
Yeah.
know all about your projector time off because I actually did a good job of
Mm.
taking time off too, so I wanna
Good.
hear about yours.
Yeah. It was really pretty chill. I think I did a very good job. I did not get myself worked up much, which was nice.
Mhm,
Our holidays were lovely, but pretty low key.
mhm.
I read several books, which was nice. My mom, for my birthday, she got me a spa day, so I did that last Friday, and I was literally there from 11 to 4:30. It was yummy.
Yes.
It was really nice. And the lady was like, "You have a whole shelf on your back shoulder." So I'm like, "Uh-huh, I
Yeah,
know."
you can work that out in this one day, right?
It's no problem. It'll never be a problem again after
Yeah.
this. Um, I don't know. This really interesting. It's a carryover space of a lot of uncertainty for
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
Like, all the things that I've done before that have ever worked are not working. Everyone I know is saying that. So I'm
Mhm.
curious to hear you chime in on that. And then I'm like, is it me? Is it the universe? What can I control? Like, playing that
Yeah.
whole game, right? And and somehow still thinking it's all gonna be fine. I
Yeah.
don't know how, I don't know why, but okay, all right. So
Yeah.
that's really, it's just been a kind of an odd fuzzy space of I should probably be panicked, but I'm not. So okay.
Maybe that's the change though too, because I think that for me, that embodying and being that person that's like, "We're gonna be okay," and I know I kinda letting it happen, like, let the
Yeah,
things happen.
yeah.
Um, and that's the difference, because if you are grasping and holding on to it so tight, then that's when, and you're causing more suffering for yourself, that's when things like seem to be even worse. And now you're opened up to even more of the information that's able to come through, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like this and you're blocking it out,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's
opportunity.
really interesting. Yeah. And that's so much. I mean, I've just been doing a lot more meditating. Have you heard of the gateway meditations?
No, do
Okay, so
tell.
I don't even know how to describe them, but my friend Rachel, the one that I did the Create Brave card deck with, she
Mhm.
sent me all of these files, and it's definitely weird and woo-woo, but if you're here for human design, folks, you're going to be into it.
Yeah.
I'll share the files with you. She just sent them to me for free. The gateway is sort of that space in between the reality that you're experiencing and the next level of awareness. And there's a ton of files, and you go through them, and you're trained on this whole process in the first section that's called the threshold. And the threshold, and you have a internal energy converter box where you open it when you start, and you take all of your negative energy and you put it in the box, and you see yourself walking away. And then something called resonant tuning, where you tune your energy level to music, and it's
Yeah.
bilateral sounds in your ears. um it's just really cool. And so it's a
Mhm.
form of meditation, except it's more like a form of awareness, like just tapping in. And then once you've gone to each threshold and into each gateway, then you have it. Then you just have to do this one thing to tap back into it, because you've already laid that foundation. It's really
Yeah,
interesting, but
that's
I
really
like
cool.
it.
Yeah, that it kind of reminds me of a theme that I've been kind of picking up on, which is that I've heard this like timeline jumping and like quantum leaping, and
Yes.
been reading about it, been just hearing about it. We kind of learn how to do like like a way to do this in NLP with the, just kind of like that attuning to that identity, and
Yeah.
doing the creating achievable outcomes, but then creating a subliminal audio of you like speaking it out. And like, I don't know, I've
Mm.
been playing around with that.
Ooh, subliminal audio speaking out your achievable outcome.
Yeah,
What a fun idea. I had feelings because I did not my creating achievable outcome goal that I set at the beginning of our program did not become achieved. I
me
don't know if
neither.
yours did. So
No.
then I threw it out.
Yeah.
Um, and you have two choices in
Yeah.
that situation. You either go, well, this shit's crap, it doesn't work.
Right.
Or I guess there are three choices. Or did I do everything I could to actually actualize this? Because it still requires free will. You still have to
Yeah.
do the work. Or it must not have been for me. I thought that was what was for me, but it must not have been what was for me. And so I'm going to let that go and see what comes next.
Yes. And the another layer of it is like, I said it, but I didn't really believe I could do it. So like the belief
Shit.
wasn't there.
Shit.
Yeah, deep, deep down, right? It's
Yeah.
not like consciously like,
Yeah.
well, hell yeah, it's happening. But subconsciously, there's just a different feeling, like resonance of that, of it's happened, like I know it's gonna, I believe it. And then kind of like uh, I don't know, like it's inside. I
Yeah.
can feel it myself, but like that was it for me. There was I had to release some things. I had to resolve some things. I had to like completely shift a like identity level, and it
Yeah.
took I mean, I guess the better part of 2024 to do that. And I think I'm now like I got to catch you up. Like I'm tapping into it now, and it feels completely different. Like I'm almost like, who's punking me? This is
Yeah, I want to hear all about it. Also, I want to hear more about the timeline shift stuff, and if you want me
yeah,
to send you the gateway stuff.
yes.
There's a little, it feels, and they talk about how it is akin to hypnotic state, but it isn't a
Mhm,
hypnotic state,
mhm.
and it talks about the difference. But at the end of it, it's like now you will wake up, you will take yourself back through the process, and you will wake up at one. And I always in my mind, I'm like, no, no, but I'm sleepy now. I'm meditating. I don't want to do one. And then it's time, and I'm like, one.
Yeah,
Quick.
that's so funny. Yeah. I'm totally into it because it seems just like I just find like when you're ready, the next tool will show up, and it seems like the next tool. It's like really calibrating. It's almost like I love a process too.
Yeah.
It's almost like a process to calibrate the energy to it. That's really opening up that gateway
Yeah.
because it can
Yeah.
feel like really out there. Like, okay, I get it, but like, what do I do?
Yes.
I
Yeah. Yes.
love
Okay.
that.
So yeah, fill me in on all your good stuff.
So I had been balancing different part-time jobs with my business. And one, I had been working at a sports complex here locally for 20 years.
Doing
Okay.
marketing for them, right?
In some capacity, it's been changing. So I used to be the
Okay.
gymnastics director. I then yeah moved more into like program development and then marketing, and now part-time doing social media, and I've been doing that for 4 years and just kind of holding on to it. I mean, I love the place, like that. I was getting paid well for the amount of time I was putting into it. It was very rewarding. I still love the place, I love the people, so I was like it was just going. But I had an intuition of like, it's time to kind of pull away from this, like the identity needs to shut off, thank it very much, and then we're stepping into a new one. But it was too comfortable, it was too good, so I didn't
Mm.
move forward with it. Well, I got a phone call on the 30th, on the new moon, from my supervisor, and I could tell, like I knew
They
right
were letting you
away.
go. Oh,
We just
freedom.
it's like we just, we've had to make some tough choices on budget. So basically just budget cuts, and they're like, we can still pay you, but like it's gonna be like half the amount. And I was like, I love you, but I can't do it. And so there's like no drama, there's no negativity. I had a lot of
The
emotions because
universe took care of it for you.
took care of it for me. I had a lot of emotions because I was like, these are my people for a long time. But anyway, so I had that same day. I had a client pay in full for a big package. I had another client want to do one-on-one coaching. The next day, I had it was like, the universe is like, are you going to take this and shrink, yourself, or are you going to be like, no, we're moving forward? Like, because if you are, I could just feel it. There was like this feeling of pass the test. I'm getting ready to hand you something. So I started getting referrals. I started getting some new clients that are fantastic to work with. And I had been doing a lot of that work of like, this is my new normal. People find me. I don't have to go out there and find people. And so it just kind of started, and it has been a very, like 2024 was a very difficult year, financially, very difficult. And so it just feels like I'm shifting into a new direction, but I had to pass some tests. I had to like to be honest, I didn't feel like super difficult decisions because it just felt like it was time, but I still
Yeah.
had to do it. There could have been a version of me that was like, oh, sure, I'll do that for, I'll cut my hours and just do a little bit, but still being tied energetically there,
Yeah. Good for you.
So it's, I'm very optimistic about this year. And if you follow astrology at all, I'm a Capricorn. You're a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Capricorn has had Pluto in Capricorn since like 2008, something ridiculous. And it has cleared out. And I don't know if it's that or that my subconscious knows that. And so it's like, okay, now we'll let it be easy. Was I making it harder, or was it
Let it be easy.
the universe, like, or was it the stars? Like, it just feels like the ease that I've been looking for is here now. And so if anybody needed to hear that, like, it felt like total garbage for a long
Oh,
time, several years. Last year was the hardest.
yeah.
And now it's like freeing up. It's like opening up a little bit. So that's my story of where I am right now. A little bit of a different experience than I was having before.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yes,
I
it
made
is.
my first money bowl. Have you ever made a money bowl?
I saw you do that, but I haven't done it. I saw you make one.
I
Oh,
did.
that's so cool.
See it. Rice. Or herbs, money,
Mhm.
crystals, green candle. We'll see.
Yeah.
Smells good.
That's
I light it and say a little affirmation, and I
yeah,
don't know. We'll see.
yeah.
It's fun.
I think
I'd never even heard of it before, and I feel like I know all this
me
stuff.
either. I heard of, the 12 grapes for the first time this year. I was like,
So
"What's
I
that?"
don't know what the 12 grapes are, but I did the 13 wishes. I did
Oh,
do that one.
I don't know what that is.
So you tell me about the 12 grapes, and I'll tell you about the 13 wishes.
So, apparently, because 'cause I'm not an expert in it, I still had to look it up. It's like, is it Italian? It's some country's ritual where on New Year's you eat 12 grapes and make 12 wishes.
Okay.
I'd never heard of that.
Okay. Okay. Well, so 13 wishes, you write out one on each line, 13. Well, they're wishes, but they're affirmations. So you
Yeah.
say them as if they already exist.
Yeah, okay.
Cut them
Yeah,
up, fold them up into small things, put them in a bowl, and mix them up. And every night from the solstice, the winter solstice, to January 1st,
okay.
you pull one out and you burn it. And
Oh,
it's in the universe's hands.
yeah.
On the second, you should have one left, and that one is your job. That one you have to, it's not the universe's responsibility, it's yours.
And you don't know which one you're pulling. Is
You
that
don't know which one you get until it's the only one left, and the one that I got is I am strong and healthy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you've got that. You can do that.
And it's so layered,
Yeah.
right? What
Yeah.
is strong? What is healthy?
Yeah.
And
To
my body,
you,
and when
like
I wrote it, it
yeah.
was my body that I was talking about
Okay.
because, I want to, well, I don't want to work out, but I want to build strength. That's
Right.
tricky, right?
Yeah.
But,
What do you want to?
but also strong in my surrender and trust and faith, and healthy
Mm.
emotionally and mentally, and like all of it. So I'm like, okay, I kind of love that that's the one that I got, and I'm
Yeah.
playing with different ways to do it.
Yeah.
It's just sitting right here. I just look at it. I just keep looking at it.
I
Okay.
love that. I love that. And then, so I used to be a nutrition coach, so, like, I was in that world for a long time, and I'm almost it's almost, like, rebellious in a way of, like, "I'm not doing that anymore," you know? So,
I
I
get
have
that.
started doing I'm just, like, one kind of micro habit, a week to introduce myself and I'm talking micro habit, a week to just kind of build it's like because my word is mastery for this year, and I'm trying to just
Mm,
master these basic things, but the energetic behind that, it's not mastery at all costs. It's grounded, it's
yeah.
calm. It's not life or death. It's like you will do this and you will do it
Aw.
in your time. So, like, one little shift, like eat 30 grams of protein for breakfast every morning. That's that micro habit for the week.
I like that. I started a micro habit, which is somatic yoga, but it's a 6-minute practice. And I'm not an everyday kind of person. And I can't,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not that
Yeah.
upper left arrow is right facing. Like
Right.
I feel I could easily spiral into a shame cycle
Mhm.
with that, because I'm like, it's 6 minutes a day, Heather. It's not literally not hard. It's somatic, right? So it's
Right.
just fluid movement. You could
Yeah.
do this every day. But I just don't like,
Yeah.
I wake up at different times and different things happen. And,
Yeah.
but I have done it more days than I haven't.
That's good.
And
Yep.
we'll see what happens. So we're, playing with that,
Yeah. I mean,
you
but that's
know.
the thing, like, it's, because it's not an everyday it doesn't have to be an everyday thing for you because it's really not how you're designed to be. It's more often than not is great.
Yeah, yeah, and it needs to feel aligned, but I know I need to have more movement, but it doesn't, I don't know, some strength. My mom is very fragile, like her
Yeah.
body is fragile. I don't
Yeah.
wanna be like that in 20 years.
Correct.
So, I don't
Yes.
wanna be like that ever.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like those little I know we it's like divorcing ourselves that from that mindset of we've got to really go all in and have and jump right into it right now, or else it's going to be too late, or like, I don't know, that's, at least that's what my brain will do. So I'm like, no, if I really just make it a micro habit of, and I don't have this ironed out yet, but like the first one is the 30 grams of protein. Just make sure I have that. Moving my body in the morning. For me, I do have that top left arrow facing left. So
Yeah,
it does
you're
feel
great with
good.
structure and routine. I can just see that even in the way you engage on social media.
Oh, well, that's good. So like it feels good to me. So like but I also do like to switch what that is, so it's not
Yeah.
the same thing every day, but just movement in the morning. But yeah, building muscle, I do know that from my nutrition days. It's like that's the thing that will keep you alive longer, is having more muscle in your body.
If you have any tips, this is not fit into necessarily human design, although it could, and
Mhm.
food does tie into human design, but I know, I can
Mhm.
tell, I can feel it. It's the message comes to me consistently. I need to find a menopause diet, a
Ooh,
menu to meet me in this perimenopause space.
yes.
And I'm struggling to find access to that.
I have so the person that I've been following, Megan the dietitian. I love her because she is kind of woo woo, and she'll like show her different, like she's got like a triangle, or I don't know, triangle like meditation thing that she gets into every day, and she has
Ooh,
cards and crystals and stuff. So I'm like, oh,
fun.
intriguing. But it's very down to earth, like basics for metabolism support. I think she's rebranding right now. It's Metabolism Makeover is what it used to be. And now I think it's turning into My Dietitian. She's a registered dietitian, but it's like, this is where these micro habits are, like 30 grams of protein. I think walking is the next one for that group, for them, like walking 20 minutes a day. I think weight training is in there somewhere, but
Okay.
it is basics, and it's like customized for you where you are. So
Okay.
I'll send you
Well, I
more.
would love, yeah, send me the info.
Yeah.
Because I think part of the story that
Mhm.
keeps me from doing any fitness, pushing myself fitness wise, or even dietary wise,
Mhm.
is, well, menopause is fucking me over. Perimenopause is fucking me over. Doesn't matter what I do, so I
Right.
don't do anything.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I know that. I know that. I fully participate in that sometimes. Um, yeah, and it's it is almost like, what do you call it, corroborated by media too, like what you see out there
Sure,
too.
sure. It absolutely
Um,
is.
but it really, more often than not, yes, there are things you can do with like getting hormones tested and all that stuff, which is great to do. But like these basic things of more protein, um, more movement, like just walking. Like we're not talking like running, like walking. And then lifting weights as your main form of movement,
Yep.
of exercise.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be, again, does not have to be like super duper heavy, but you do want to kind of we're not going to do those pink, the pink 1 pound weights anymore. That's not really going to help us
We're
out.
not? Are we sure?
You might start there, but you don't want to stay there. You want to keep growing with it. Yeah. But they're so cute.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. But yeah, and it's not a new year, new you thing. Like this
Yeah,
is just
no.
it's a continuation of where
Yeah.
I've been. Um, do you want to join us on, I don't know if you have time, on Wednesday for the Reset 2025 workshop that I'm hosting?
I saw a quick glimpse of that. Tell me what it is. Tell everybody what it is.
Okay, okay. So I always do an end of year wrap up sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I winter. We've talked about this, I think, right? Instead of new year, new
Yeah.
you hustle,
Yeah.
I'm more, let's reflect,
Mhm.
reassess, build up your reserves, cord
Mhm.
cutting, releasing.
Mhm.
Um, and then we do the sort of burst open goal planning
Yeah.
in the spring. I call
Right.
that workshop Bloom. So Reset 2025 is just that, taking you through group
Yeah.
activities of um, reflection that's very guided. We're going to do some EFT and some anchoring, which I'm
Mm.
excited about. And I have this really beautiful cord cutting ritual that is just so powerful and profound. So we're doing that. And it's free for everybody who's in my Spark Collective.
Yeah.
Or you could pay just for the workshop, but the Spark
Yeah.
Collective is a much better deal. But I think it would be
Yeah.
so fun to have you come.
Absolutely, yes. Especially when you said cord cutting too, because again, it's not like I just had my last kind of meeting, and they took me to lunch, the sports complex. It's not like we're cutting each other out of our lives type of thing.
Of course.
For me, it's an identity. So like
Yeah.
cutting that attachment to, I have to, because for that many years I've been like, well, I gotta make sure what do they need to promote? I'm thinking about them, right? So like it would be helpful to cut that, and anything else that needs
Yeah.
to fall off. So yes, please
Yeah.
send it to
Okay,
me.
good.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday at 11 a.m. Central.
Okay.
But I'll send you the link. And if you're watching this, the website is vickeryandco.com/reset. Easy
Okay.
peasy lemon squeezy.
Let me just see. I mean, oh, I can do this later. I was just checking what am I doing? What day is that? Oh yeah, I can do it. Oh yeah, I'm amazing
Yay!
on that day. Tomorrow's my birthday, and so I took
Oh,
that all off. Right, like of course, I'm probably gonna have another snow day because it's gonna snow again tonight, another half inch, which means we can't have snow here in Virginia. Can't do it.
Happy
Waiting for school here.
birthday to you.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natalie. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. So I kind of cleared the week of, big things. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can do it. Yay.
Yay! I'm so glad. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's always and I participate. I lead it, but I
Yeah,
do it too because we all need to do it.
we all need to do it. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds perfect. And I'm kind of the same. Like, I guess it's a little bit of a pseudo situation of like, I don't, especially physically, like physical exercise and new year, but I don't really feel that right now. So that really waits a little bit, but like that's why I'm focusing on these little things that I can
Yeah.
just do, like more
Yeah.
easily. Um,
Oh, yeah.
and this year, like for business, I don't have that like rushed, got to do this, like let's go. I don't have that feeling. I have a very grounded, like we're going to follow this plan. It's not super crazy. It's very calm. Let's just follow the plan and see what
Mm.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that vibe so much
Yeah.
better.
It's really cool. Well, and it's interesting. Let me pull it up so that I don't get it wrong. But this week's, so in my Spark Collective, I do an intuitive journal prompt every week that's pulled from human design transits.
Okay.
And this week's transit is exactly what we were just talking about. So tune into the energy of divine inspiration, notice the subtle nudges and insights that surface when you do that. Think about a time where you felt deeply connected to your intuition. Describe the situation and what are you hiding from right now? And
Dude,
how can you use this to face that? Yeah.
I just had a nudge of like, why am I not in the Spark Collective yet?
I
So
don't
like,
know. Why
I'm going
not?
to join that because it sounds perfect. Like correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like perfect amount of like support without it being like you've got to be on all these things,
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
So I designed the thing I wished somebody had designed for me,
yeah,
which is easy to access bite-sized content, things you can do in,
mm,
you could spend 30 minutes journaling this, but you could also do it in 5 minutes. You can do
yeah,
it really quickly. It meets you where you are. So every week I do the journal prompt and then a weekly check-in with the follow-up prompt. So if you want that much activity, you can. Friday we check in, we do celebrations. If
yeah,
you want the community, it's there.
yeah,
Some people comment all the time, some people never do. It's okay either way. Like
yeah,
there's no pressure. And
yeah,
then we have a content library. So usually monthly, I drop new content, which is again all to be consumed in like 10 or 15 minutes or less, which
yeah,
could be guided visualization,
yeah,
meditation, quick win mini courses. We have hypnotherapy, subliminals, like all that fun stuff. Plus the workshops, Reset
yeah.
and Bloom are included
Oh, I
for
love that.
$18 a month. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's so cool. Okay, well, that was easy.
Well, thanks. That's totally not why I brought it up, but I
I
did.
know, I know, but it was like, it's just, I don't know, it's almost like, I don't know if this makes sense, but like I need that like undercurrent of keeping
Yeah.
keeping my like spiritual connection to like myself and the transits, like what's happening without it causing me to rely on it. So you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because this is happening, I can't do this. I don't like that, but it's just
Mhm.
keeping me connected to, do you notice this? Are you feeling this? This could be why. Lean into it. It's for you. That kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's what I like about the transits because the transits are energy that's open to everyone in that time frame. Now, some of us have that gate lit up, so we
Yeah.
have access to that all the time. The rest of us have to wait
Hmm.
until it gets there, and it's just it the gates are open. So it's a time to
Hmm.
really introspect and sort of tap into all of that energy in a
Yeah.
way that's just a lot easier
Yeah.
because it's open.
Oh, that's really good. I really like that a lot. Okay,
Yay,
perfect. Well, I'm glad
thank
we
you.
talked about it.
I am too. So fun. And what are you doing for your birthday?
So I had a dinner with with some friends last week, like last Saturday, and then or last Friday, and this Friday, my husband and I are gonna go out, just have another dinner at one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm just like literally hanging out on my couch tomorrow and probably
Projector it
gonna,
up.
right? We're gonna watch movies and they've
Perfect.
been playing in this. You should see our cute little tiny snowman that they made. I had to scrounge up some snow to make that happen, but they did it. So I'll probably be hanging out with them too. I mean, just really low key.
I
Sounds
love
perfect
that.
to me.
It sounds perfect. It's the perfect projector birthday.
Yes. Yeah.
So I love that. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to be back. I was excited
Me
to
too. Yeah.
reconnect with you, and we'll do it again next Monday.
Yep. See you next
Yeah.
Monday.
See you guys next Monday. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.